That was not meant to do that. That was not even a little bit meant to do that. So thank you, StreamYard, for cutting to completely the wrong thing. How are we doing? I hope we're good. Hope we're well. This is really hurting this spot right here. Not fun. But I figured we're going to do a little bit more Football Manager because it has been, admittedly, not too long since we've done Football Manager. It might have been yesterday. I can't remember. But either way, it's a case of I said I would be doing daily streams until, I don't know, at least through November. Ideally, until we're promoted. That'd be quite nice. So yeah, let's hop back into Football Manager, shall we? And I've got something to admit to you guys. And I'm going to have to stop the music to do so. It's a biggie. And I have to give a true and deep apology. I might have played a teeny weeny little bit whilst you weren't here. It wasn't too long. It was like I did like a day, I think, before I remembered to save it. But it's because basically I'd quit the game without realizing, without it having saved. So I played from the previous save point, which has brought us through to basically the exact same point. I've made sure I did exactly the same stuff. Except I didn't keep track of the point at which I was meant to stop. Which means that instead of stopping, maybe, just maybe, I might have made an offer for Matt O'Reilly on loan. Yeah, we might be signing Matt O'Reilly. It's not a bad signing. Good morning, Danny. How are we doing? Yeah, it's a pretty good guy to sign on loan. It would have been nice to be able to find him properly through standard means and be like, oh, let's have a nice little chat and we'll discuss, should we sign Matt O'Reilly? Should we not sign Matt O'Reilly? But in reality, let's be honest, he's the best player that we could have gotten for the 10, right? Admittedly, it's a loan, so it's not going to be long term, unless we can persuade him. Also, just to let you know, I've got the England match going on here, so if I keep glancing over this way, it's because England have completely fucked it. But yeah, I figured Matt O'Reilly, very creative passing midfielder, exactly what we need, the perfect profile, and now we just need a striker, and then we'll be fine. Hopefully. No, wait, we signed Nelson Viper, didn't we? We just need a left back, and then we need to work out what the hell we need from that point. Maybe we need 2 left backs because Firpo is now gone. 3.8 million quid going into the transfer budget because £1 million of our money is going to Barcelona. O'Reilly injured on debut. Yeah, but if that happens, then we can just like play Aronson next time. It's fine. It's depth. You don't need all of the depth in the world. You just need some of it. But Junior Firpo has found his way out of the club. Jude Bellingham very nearly just scored a goal. Kent is injured. Okay, that was fast. Hi JB, hope you will rather watch paint dry than the England game. Honestly, I'm kind of in the same spot. Which is why I'm doing this stream. I didn't know that England were playing until I saw about 4 minutes before kickoff itself, when I looked on Blue Sky, which is Twitter, but for the people that don't do hate crimes. And so it was like, look at the England team. It's like, England are playing? Is that since when was that happening? Okay. Right, let's pop that on. Let's switch to the correct camera. Ho, there we go. There's the good camera. Let's get my goalkeeper gloves out of sight, shall we? Because that's a little bit weird. Charlie Taylor left back. I don't know about Charlie Taylor. I think Charlie Taylor at left back is a risk we don't need to take. That's what I'm talking about. Blue Sky. Pretty good. And I'm especially biased when I've been on it for like 24 hours and apparently 140 people think that my shit is worth paying attention to. Very surprising. But very kind of people. But we need to find ourselves a left back. And a little bit of me is thinking Archie Brown is probably the shout, right? Because we know that Archie Brown's a good player. And we need a left back. Lewis Hall is potentially on the loan list. Fine, brilliant, cool, whatever. But it's transfers that we need to be looking at. Because I think we can't just short-term promotion, because then the Premier League becomes significantly more difficult, because obviously it does. So obviously it's not going to be Paul Dummett, because Paul Dummett is one of those players that I keep forgetting just exists, which admittedly a shame for him. But Omar Bertel has a fairly strong star rating. He's not excelling anywhere though, which is the problem. I'm also not sure on keeping Max Weber. Max Weber feels like a sale that is waiting to happen, I think. And I know that's a potentially mean way of putting it, but isn't Chris Rigg a midfielder? I don't really need midfielders at the minute. Yeah, and he's not fantastic. And he's also wanted by Arsenal, Liverpool, and City, so I feel like Chris Rigg isn't going to happen. There's slightly more realistic goals for us to potentially look for here than Chris Rigg, who is admittedly a good player, but a very, very expensive good player. We got 15 million quid in the budget though, so we can use it. Is there maybe an argument for a centre-back as well? Nelson, you can be available for the next match for 90 minutes. I want you playing in the 9, buddy. Thank you. There we go. Preston bid enough for Chris Moore. I think I'm going to reject that one, because obviously. I feel like Arlo is being a good boy because I can hear him getting compliments. And he is typically a very, very good boy. Have we had an injury crisis before we've done anything? Right, Autanaka, you are going to get protective equipment to make sure you don't sprain your wrist even more. Rothwell's just gone. Sprained his hamstring already. 3 or 4 weeks out. But that's fine, because Matt O'Reilly's coming in. 36k a week, 150k a month to Brighton as well. So it's not the cheapest of moves, but it's a move that we can definitely do and to make sure that we have good players on board. And he's a 10. We need a 10. Is he a 10? Well, no, he's also a 6/8 a little bit, but it's confusing. Right, do we want big pitch, small pitch? I think big pitch, because big pitch means that we've got that little bit of flexibility, a little bit more space on the field to do things, which is good. What do you mean, am I supposed to be excited by this, Steve Bunn? You goof. Now, there's a little bit of me, right, that wants to see if you can do a mod. So if I Google it, Football Manager social media mod. Because absolutely every single time you go on Football Manager, you'll get this stuff, which is just like how various people feel about what's going on in your club. Imagine if I could put YouTube commenters in here. I don't know if that's a thing you can do, but if I did, I'm not here, I'm doing uni work, I'm not on a side quest. If you weren't here, I'm not entirely certain that I would see that comment. Which, just, I'm going to keep that in mind. And think, you definitely are here. But if you want me to ignore you, then we can sort of pretend that you're not. That's fine. This England-Greece match is so League One. It's very long ball, huff it, and Don't like it. Feels like we should arguably be doing a little bit better than that. Ilya Grover's flourished into an important player. There's a very good club atmosphere and good support for the manager. Nelson Viper's got a lot of potential. I would piss and hope so, because we just signed the guy. Jim's Best is apparently really good at analysing data, so let's... sod it, we'll sign you, that's fine. Peter Smith is also apparently quite good at analysing data, and also the potential of players. Looks pretty side questy to me. It does a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's move forward, see who else wants hiring. Simon Smith, the goalkeeping coach. He's a very good goalkeeping coach, so absolutely. He already works here. Oh, this is pro licenses. Fine. Yeah, everyone got your pro license. All of these departments are full, so we'll ignore that. And as is the physiotherapy department. Cool. We love working out the stuff like staff things. It's just completely meaningless, but potentially interesting. Oh, England versus Ireland at Wembley. Let's have another Jack Grealish goal, shall we? Right, no pay rises for you unless you play an actually reasonable amount of money, which makes sense to me, to be honest with you. Who did I anger to make this happen? Like, I've had 3 injuries to key players before the start of the season. Like, imagine going into a club and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, everyone is ill, and the manager's just sort of like, what the fuck do you want me to do then? I can't change things. It's like, yeah, everything's on fire, and there are some pretty big problems. What? No, stop being on fire. Stop having problems. Right. We need to find a left back still. Dixon. Carlos Clark is underbid from Sevilla, which means that he can't be bad. He's not fantastic, but he's not the worst. Christian Boyer, currently unemployed. I'm on the fence about free agents, though. We'll need to find who is a free agent at the moment. So if I go players in range and contract status is unattached, that is all the players that don't have a contract with anyone, which isn't many. And it's not many good ones either, which is not great for us, I'll be honest. What's the other one? It's not unattached, but it's like non-contract. It's like expired, maybe? No. I need to see what the step... 49 years old. Are we agreed that signing a 49-year-old is probably going to be a bad move? Especially if we want to do anything like perform in any of the leagues that we play in. Okay. Right. Sod it. Clear that. Left backs. Sign it. We're not signing the 49-year-old. Not even ironically are we signing the 49-year-old. Orange Raider, I know we have some wild ideas going on sometimes. We're not signing the old man. Unless we can find the oldest person in Football Manager. That might have tempted me. It's a 14-year-old? There are many 14-year-old. Why are there so many 14-year-old? I've been chilling in the background, also sign the old man. I didn't know King Kazu was still playing football. Okay, hear me out. We were on the fence about the 49-year-old. Do we sign the 56-year-old? I think we do it. He's playing amateur football at the minute at a club called Goalgetter. That's incredible. Sod it, we're making you an offer. We would... Shit. He's too old to get a work permit, so we need to get him on the elite special players contract thing, which feels like it could be a challenge to sort of swing that, but that's fine. We'll try and pay 5k for him. They want 11k. Oh, you push a hard bargain. 9. There we go. Finalize the offer. Let's sign a 56-year-old, shall we? This can't go badly, can it? This can only go well. Oh, the 56-year-old doesn't want to join us. Oh, that's genuinely hurt me. I was so hopeful. Bollocks. Now we need a left back still. That isn't Max Wuber. Stop suggesting we play Max Wuber at left back. Oh, what are you doing, Watkins? Right, Christian Boyer. None of these players have clubs, and that is a concern for me, I think. I want to say Archie Brown. I'm going to say Archie Brown. Scout him, and we'll see. And I'm also going to talk to my director of football. Also, I'm going to do a little bit of quiet background music because it's very quiet. But I'm going to have to pick something that isn't going to... Is that playing? Is that not playing? I can't hear it. But I don't know if that's because my headphones are really quiet right now. Right, Lucas Perez is very, very cheap, but I feel like there's a very good reason for that, and that's the fact that he's not really a left back. Choribo, probably not. Al-Malul, no idea who you are. Sorry, we'll just acknowledge them. We'll go to transfers, director of football, and please tell me transfer targets. I'm not going to look at any of the names yet. Loan targets, wingback transfer targets, and wingback loan targets for that position. And we'll see who pops up that could be quite good. All of these are names that I don't really know, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Semi-spooky, I would say. Get Lucky to scout them for me. Maybe I will. Yeah, I feel like doing actual football scouting might be the priority for him at the minute. But you never know. Maybe it can work out. Juan Larios, I don't think would do the job because we need someone that can start. We're not going to do Fernandez Macau because we did that last time we did a save. Harvey Vale is tempting because he can just play everywhere. But also, I don't know why, but his face screams private school to me. So that's maybe not what I'm leaning. Can you find Leeds at number 10 in January? Don't know. I mean, probably. Arguably, he found us one in summer, Ilan Cabal, who I have forgotten to forgotten to load the correct league to get Ilan Cabal in. My apologies. That's on me. but I can maybe change it for the second season. Right. How about? I don't like the Finley Gormans pissing off to Man City either. That makes me sad. Who do I want in January? I don't know. I will probably have a better answer to that question when it comes to the end of December. And I know that sounds like it's like a coward's way out or something, but I don't really want to say we need this and then suddenly we've got like an injury crisis or something like that. And then, of course, that would no longer be the priority. And then everyone goes, what, excuse you, you said that we needed this. And it's like, well, obviously not anymore because the priorities have changed because it's a different situation. But it's a complex one, I think. Owen Beck would be a maybe, but I'll sort by transfer value and see who pops up. Why not? Imagine if we could get Zalewski in. That'd be fan-dabby-dozy. Right. We'll say left back rather than left wing back. Gvardiol. Okay, yeah, let's just go Gvardiol. Let's do that. Maatsen is going to be a probably no. Milos Kerkez is not going to consider a move, I don't think. Juan Larios is looking like he's probably the shout. Not the perfect player, but we don't. Do we need the perfect player right now? Like a 9 and a 10, possibly a winger 2. Why a winger 2? Like we've got 4 wingers, and then we've got youth behind it. I think we're okay. Mika Fey. Why do I know that name? I don't know, but he's not a left back. Josh Wilson Esbrand is wanted on loan, but by Barnsley and Plymouth, I think. Yeah, which makes him probably not our level right now. Oh, let's get comfy. Even then, I'm not sure on the 9 conversation. Christopher Lund. I'll have a look at Christopher Lund in a second. Let's see who's interested in a transfer, first of all. Juan Larios is still in that conversation. Wilson Esbrand is still in that conversation, which is not bad for us at all. Who are you? Let's scout Kevison, shall we? Because that is a very nice little set of attributes. I don't know if he'd start immediately, but he wouldn't be a bad option. Right. What name are we looking at again? Christopher Lund. Is not in my save, which is weird because I loaded a hell of a lot of people. Saying that Schmidt can play as a winger. Yeah, exactly. I think we're good on the wing front because we've got 4 and Chambers and Schmidt if needed. I feel like we're okay. Right, who else can do that role? Who's even unsure about coming? Owen Beck, who we can't get in the first place. Jesus Vasquez, who are you? We are very specifically looking at young players right now. Ball, indeed. When that happens with Firpo in January, does it go back to Spain on the cheap or wait and go in the summer? I think it would be a horrible idea for us to let him go in January either way. Because no matter what, he'd need replacing. It's just whether you replace him in January where the market is super inflated and you will have not had a player in place. Fine. Everyone seems interested in Chris Moore. So what I'm going to do, if someone is willing to pay me 50% of the next sale, thank you, Preston, then they can have Chris Moore. IRL FM. In FM, he's already gone. Are you kidding me? What's going on with these injuries? team's been ravaged and we've not even started yet. Oh. Right, 12, 18, 17. Who's bad? Paco Pearl decent. Terry... Alex Davis is fine. Gabby Ruiz is good. Danny Salas is... Craig. Craig was the one that we made unsackable in the last time round, didn't we? Because we felt a little bit bad for him. But it's fine, he's got 150 grand payoff. James Best. In you come. We need to keep the Dominican Pele. We would if we could, but he wasn't going to sign for us again. Solomon's the Israel captain again. Yeah, when a lot of people were sort of surprised that he's maybe not been on form and he's still going over to play for them, it was a case of because like I work with a lot of people from there, and they're all like, I'm basically a Leeds fan now, which makes sense because Marcus Edwards still at Sporting, but it makes a lot of sense because looking at it, he's their best player, I think. You don't talk Lamai in the save. Oh, yes. No, we're not getting the band back together. We're not going to that extent. Oh, Dan James, man of the match. What a boy. You mean IRL? Okay, I get you. Right, Carl Darlow to study for coaching qualification. Peter Smith has agreed terms to be a recruitment analyst. That's nice. In you come. Thank you. Sparta Rotterdam scouting report. I don't particularly care. Sometimes a player plays better for their country than a club side. I kind of get that, yeah. I think he can afford tickets. If he was clever, he would have worked travel back to Spain into his contract. I think that's a joke about Firpo going to Spain, but I'm not certain. Feyenoord make a Strauch offer. I'm going to say no, but I feel like that is telling that it could be quite tough to hold on. That makes things tricky. I think Wilbur goes in January. Maybe, and if he does, then we probably need to get a centre-back in. Because at that point, the centre-backs look very thin. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him going. But it's a case of, again, you'd need to do the replacing, and that's never easy. Amari Miller is wanted by Borough. As always, I'm going to do the thing, or if you can offer me 50% of the cash from the next sale, I'll even cut this down for you, buddy. Let's go to 170k and 50%. Thank you very much. Squad numbers to be decided. What number do we give Matt O'Reilly? Baden Joggle gets number 2, obviously. Giavogi is 23. Matt O'Reilly will decide on. Largy. This is where I'm doing my own quiz. Largy 17. Cairns I don't care about. Cairns I'll just put somewhere in the 60s. 69, that'll do. Dan James is 7. Right, we'll go from here. Ampadu 4, cool. Aronson is 11. Pat 9, cool. Rothwell 8. Pirro is the 10. Strauch 5. Byram's still 25. Darlow, I don't give a shit, I'll be honest with you. Willie stays at 29. Gelhardt 30. Montero, I'm surprised he's currently here. Right, Mateo to 19. Wait. Crew 50, that's fine. No real players there. Rodon 6. Solomon 14. Outenaka 22. Isaac Schmidt 33. Nelson Viper feels like he could be a 20. Yeah. And then Matt O'Reilly, I've not decided yet. Oh, I can't decide. What does Matt O'Reilly get? Matt O'Reilly, I'm going to make 13. Cool. That seems good to me. If I've forgotten any of them, that's on me. Oh, England realistically need to score again. Goal difference is not in their favour. Right, Sparta Rotterdam. Could be Rotterdam or anywhere alone. Top score odds is Pirou with Solomon. Okay, this is looking promising, I think. Making 17, Chilino's number. Is there any position on the pitch Chilino thought was unlucky? Because I want to make that 17. Decisions. Can't choose. 2-0 win over Sparta Rotterdam. We'll start playing the games when we actually get to the season, I think. Matteo is injured. Good. Everyone is injured, always. Top player is looking like it'll be one of Matt O'Reilly and Ethan Ampadu, but Matt O'Reilly is fairly cozy, I'd say, when it comes to that listing. Really need to find a left back that is just too good for the league. Rafinha, 500k appearance money. I'll just sell the clause, it's easier. Get the money in now. Huggins, 30% of his next transfer goes to Leeds, or we could just take 500k now, which is my choice. Ronaldo Vieira. Oh, poor guy. I'll just sell that clause as well. And that's about 1 million amongst that. That will help with the transfer battle. I wonder what that text touches up to now. I don't know. Come to think of it. That's a really good question. Right, let's move on. That is just advice and things. Recruitment department has capacity. I'm going to get Jonathan Hill because he has slightly better ability to judge players' potential, which I'd call important when you're trying to sign players. You can go to coaching course. Fantastic. And we'll just leave those. Department's full. Cool. We won't do reworks yet. That'll come soon. I do want to get rid of Eddie Reimer. Top young player odds is Koleosho for some reason. Why do I think he was a left back? I don't know. Followed by James Trafford and then Willie Nonto. Hayden Hackney, Callum Doyle, and Ebisele. Is he that good? That makes me want to steal him. Just good player. Mine. But apparently that isn't going to be the case. Scouting update. Christopher Kramer, central midfielder, and Gakia is right back. Don't really need a right back. We need someone on the left. Is there a way that I can go to competitions, Skybet Championship? Season preview. There we go. Why do the media think that Voba's going to be the best left back in the league? On Brescia. Are they in Serie B right now? Maybe. Why is Voba viewed as the best left back? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's nonsense. It's madness. Is there a way to see who the highlighted star player is? James Trafford. Wonderful. 8th in Serie B. Okay. I thought they were down there, but I just didn't know where. Archie Brown. With no interest in a transfer. Okay, that's not promising, but he's very interested in coming on loan. Lots and lots of potential. They don't want to let him leave. What if we offered you full wages and then a future fee on promotion? Shit. No, he's not interested in that, is he? Shit, we can't get Archie Brown. Kevison now. Kevison could be good. We're in that spot where we just need someone that could blow this stupid league away for a little bit. Chris Moore's gone. Oh no, what a shame. Not going to jank about with the bonuses too much, just because that's never helped or hindered either way, to be honest with you. What do you make to David? I make to. I ain't gonna touch that situation, because I think referees having personalities is fine, but at the same time, you can't be slagging off specific managers in, like, you can't be filmed slagging off specific managers having that job. That's stupid. Oh, Krewev's injured. And in addition to that, you can't be filmed with illicit substances in the middle of an international tournament that you're a referee for. It's wild to me that in any version of the world he was like, this could go well for me. That was never going to go well for you, Coot. Never. Not even a little bit. Oh, I'm going to compare this guy with... Realistically, our starting left back right now is going to be Voba. And Bertel isn't really better. So I can ignore that. Guindo. So I don't see how you can be a wing back and not have good crossing. That feels like that's probably bad. Mika Faye we've looked at. Really not ideal for us. Luca Perez could be interesting. Very, very nice crossing. Left-footed. Let's compare him with Voba. Compare him with Rafinha. No, that'd be a horrible idea. doesn't defend very well. Right. I'm just going to search Firpo, and I'm going to try and find players that are similar to Junior Firpo. And hopefully, some of them end up looking fairly decent. And affordable, because that's also pretty essential in this little search that we're doing here. Serginho Dest, that is not doable. Janulis, also not doable. Yeah, this is a list of players that we can't afford to sign, I think. Sod that and that and that. Okay. More options. That's good. Just need to make sure that the best possible option that might actually come to us. This guy looks very good. Which makes me wonder if there's a catch. Hello. Very keen on signing him. Oh, we need to get promoted. Oh, your name was Melvin as well. You seem like such a swell guy. Swelvin. There we go. But no. No Swelvin for Leeds United. Let's have a look at Van Uyck. He's a right back. Dr. Cox, you have let me down on this day. How about Leaf? Oh shit, we need to be promoted. Josh Doig. Doig's a maybe, I think. I'm trying to think of other players that we've been linked to. Doig at Sassuolo. Didn't he just go to Sassuolo though, and that's why we couldn't get him? Yeah, we asked, and he's not interested. He'd be interested in a loan. First team commitments though. If we do full wage and 100k a month. And we just make the offer and we hope. You see, they're going to want to put in, like, prospective fees and stuff like that. Recruitment feedback meeting. This is where they basically go to me and say, why don't we have any left backs? And I just have to look at them and say, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't know either. Okay. Daniel is a central midfielder. Terry Stolen, is he a left back? No, he's a forward. Right, we can just get rid of those. We've got a 10. We've got a striker. Connor Robertson, just put him on the other side. Why not? Brandon Williams has found his move as well, which makes things tricky. Alright, we'll run the left back one again, but we'll change it a bit so they actually have to be, like, good. Ideally, they can play as a wing back. We've got 4 scouts assigned to it. That seems proportionate. See about that Spurs player getting banned. Which Spurs player got banned? Oh, Bentancur. Yeah, did a little bit of hate crime against his own teammate, which is wild to me. I think. He's versus Fleetwood Town in the Carabao Cup. Jesus. That's where we're at. Okay. Dutch League has some hidden gems. Do you have the names of these hidden gems? Because I'll have a look. In the Eredivisie. Hello, Ajax. Have you got anyone? Joral Hato. I'm not going to be able to say Joral Hato. No. Hello, Feyenoord. Do you have anyone? Please. Pretty please. Quilinci Hartman. That's a hell of a name. Right. There's an easier way of doing this, isn't there? Can't be bothered doing it. Anyone interested in a transfer? No. Just clear everything. It's fine. Try Pex Vol. I'll have a look at Svol in a sec. Just, right, okay. We need left backs. We need interesting, good left backs. Maybe we just do Wilson Esbrand. With a loan with an option or something like that. Dennis Churkin, let's have a look. Maybe. I don't know because I don't think he's in the category of players that would be able to play with us in the Premier League, and I don't know if Premier League rotation option is worth 9 million quid. Let's have a look at Pictureful. See, this is where the database I'm using gets a little bit janky. Second from Sunderland I want in the summer. I would lean Archie Brown in the summer, I'll be honest with you. Alright, what did the director of football say last time? Just find me a left back. Juan Larios. I don't hate that shout. Especially on loan. Right, let's start by what we think their potential is. Archie Brown is top, which makes it a real shame he doesn't want to come. Down to Guindo is the one that can't cross. He's a lot more defensive. And then you're down to Kevison, who has Premier League potential. The more I look at Kevison, the more I think I want Kevison. Townsend Ipswich is a left back. Is he? Is he a good left back? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swing in with a non-negotiable 5 million, and then after promotion, they get another 2. And if he scores 30 goals for us, you get another 500k. It's left back at West Brom. Connor Townsend. He's a bit a bit too champo for me. If you catch my drift. He's someone where if you sign him, I feel like you're doomed to have him just sort of floating around the championship for the rest of his career. Harry Gray's in game now, by the way. Spectacular. Look at the potential on him. Thank you, neighbours, for the weird scream. Voba transfer saga set to develop. No, not Max Voba. If they're interested and he wants to go, then he can go. Fine. Okay, I've talked to John Benjamin Bloomstream. Okie dokie. I shall see you later, Dr. Cox. Thank you for popping in. Always much appreciated. Doig bid rejected. Shit. Okay, we're not going to get Doig. That's annoying. Kevison bid rejected. Okay. What happens if I change it up to just the straight 7.2, the top of his valuation? That hopefully works a little bit better for me. Choose a captain for this seat. Not Max fucking Voba. Ampadu and Giavogi, I think, is a fair pairing. Oh, hello, where are you up in? Alright, Reece Chadwick. Maybe not. Recall some agreement from. Maybe not. Yeah, we can't do any of those hires, so that's fine. England should have conceded. That's not great. I'm doing Giavogi, which basically screams that Voba is gone. But I don't mind that. Because if he wants to leave, he wants to leave. There's nothing I can do about it. Pretty sparkles despite defeat. That's fine. Suddenly the under 18s. I'm not that bothered. Important dates in August. 7 games in August. Jesus. Hey, they've accepted the offer for Kevison. Let's start those negotiations then. Important player. We'll make you a regular starter. I want to remove that. Fine, you can be an important player as long as I don't have to have that other bit. And then if we don't get promoted, he's got a £20 million release clause. I don't hate it. That all seems fine to me. And I don't want to lose the chance to sign him because he's clearly a good player. Corner for Greece. Where's it going? Absolutely nowhere. Well done, lads. Oh, but we've given away a foul. Well done, Madueke. Well done. Right. Oh, do we still need a left back that isn't Kevison? Do we need a short-term left back option that just fills? Meslier injured. Oh no. What's going on? What's the stats on Brandon Williams? The stats on Brandon Williams is he's fairly decent. But we have a slight issue in that he has free agented his way over to Wolves. So would have been nice to have him. We've had him in previous saves, but he is not gettable. And Darlow's injured. Okay, I think the game's just turned on me. Matt O'Reilly is also not training well. This is going great, isn't it? Hold on. All 3 of my keepers have some form of injury. We got some food poisoning on Darlow. Kearns is injured for another few days. Meslier was out of training with some problem. I can't remember what, but either way, I'm going to call it a problem. Let's quick pick a team, see what it suggests. It's suggesting Bayern on the left, which I don't really know if I like. I'm going to try Matt O'Reilly in the 10. Doing his playmaky thing. Matteo is currently wanted on a permanent move by 3 Premier League sides. That's going to make things tricky, isn't it? Oh. Bamford study for coaching qualifications. Lovely. Okay. Opening day of the season. QPR. In theory, we pummel them. How does that translate to practice? Is the question. I'm going to do another search. I'm going to clear everything entirely, completely, etc. And I'm going to just see who has any potential interest in a loan. Mudryk? Sorry? Do you just make that move? Because I know Mudryk isn't fantastic at the minute, but I cannot see Absy. Yeah, but on a short-term loan, that's not a bad shout. Same for a Dingra, to be honest with you. Ideally on the left, with a wing back, you're going to want someone that cuts in a bit more. So one of the inside forward options. Like, what's Pedro Neto doing on this list? Could we genuinely sign Pedro Neto on loan? I'm going to try Neto. 150k a month, that's not too bad. They want 45k a week. If I do that, move the transfer budget about a bit. Then I can get to that 45k. So why is he on the loan list? What's going on there? You've also got Dragusin on there. Madness. David Washington, but obviously because Chelsea. Anyway, we've got a tactical meeting. Because we've got the first match of the season. And ideally, we're going to get a win. Melia starts in net, of course. Sweeper keeper. Jadon Bogle, attacking wingback. On the left, going to start Schmidt. Also very, very aggressive, very, very forward thinking, just going at it. And I want to see Solomon playing as an inverted winger. So you got Schmidt going for the overlaps. Don't just want to go narrow. James as a winger, but on support. So if Bogle wants to make those overlaps, he can. Pirou is an advanced forward, maybe? Swap these two around, obviously. With a very, very, very strong bench. I want to put Viper on the bench as well. Not going to bother with the goalkeeper. Hate having goalkeepers on the bench. Oh, Joffy. Buddy. Gotta go on the list. He's not realistically a long-term fixture at the club. Right, show Elias Joe onto the wrong foot. This match should be winning. Make sure we do. Go out and make a difference. Go out and make a difference. Go out and make a difference. Let's just win, shall we? I didn't fix the kit. Bollocks. Yes, silly boy. And we are off. I need to change the settings so we actually see things that happen. We'll go extended highlights. Why not? Time that well. Oh, Tanaka, assist for Pirou. Delicious. Yeah, that's a question. Was he offside? We'll say no. We'll assume no. There's no VAR. It doesn't matter. All is well. 1-0. 5 minutes in. And let's let's praise the boys. Well done, boys. We'll win. Let's keep doing it. Ball in behind. Melier deals with it very nicely. Good catch. That'll do. Right, Isaac Schmidt to Solomon. Solomon just goes backwards. You might as well look after the ball. Voba, I didn't realise was starting, to be honest with you. But finds Rodon. Through to Pirou. Pirou finds Dan James, gives it to Bogle, who looks for the overlap, finds the overlap. James doesn't go for the byline, which is weird. Ampadu. Bogle, O'Reilly, Ampadu to Tanaka. Finds Solomon. Schmidt on the overlap again. Cuts inside. Has a go. Could have been better. Could have been worse. We're not going to complain. Elliot goes short to Rodon. We're keeping the pressure on. This is what counts. We're at the point in the season where I care about a performance more than anything right now. If we get a weird result, annoying but fine. It's just making sure we've got that foundation at the start of the season. Rodon. Back to Voba. Schmidt, okay. To Voba again. Back to Rodon. I've accidentally recreated Farkable. O'Reilly finds James. What a ball that is. That's got to be 2. Or it could be a really good save. James pings it in. Rodon. Not quite. Bollocks. Right, Matt O'Reilly. Fired in. No one's underneath it, though. Dan James picks the ball up outside the box to Schmidt. Schmidt finds Rodon. Is he going to shoot? Never mind. Voba out to Schmidt. Aim for the byline. Never mind. Tanaka. To Voba. And we have just recycled possession, which is fine. But it's annoying. Solomon's got a knock. You can go till halftime. We'll make changes then. Bring on Ramazani. Because it's a gashed leg, it could be worse, you know. Bogle to James. James finds O'Reilly. O'Reilly in tons of space again. As is Tanaka. This is working expertly. Tanaka fires it in. Really? Can't finish it. Tanaka's eating good right now, though. Incredible performance so far. Peru challenged Tanaka to O'Reilly. A little Travella pass to James. Bogle on the overlap. Not too bad. Right, ping that. Shit. James. Peru! Never mind. Ampadu, don't shoot. Mr. Never scored a league goal in my life. Keeps trying to. Just stop it. Behave. Don't do it. Right, James isn't having a fantastic match either. He's vibing out there with a 6.5, and I'd rather the number be bigger for him. Solomon cuts inside, has a go off the bar. And then Peru just runs it out of play. Not a bad first half. That could have been vastly worse. I think we're doing well, but we can definitely find another gear to take charge of this match. Basically, yes. Although... Wait, no. Manor Solomon, unaffected by the knock. Stick with it. For a bit. Happy with your playmaking. Defended well. And happy with your effort in the final third. Everyone is happy. Including me thus far. Question is... Oh, it's 2-0. Can we turn this into 2-0 in this game, in addition to in the England match? I hope so. Heverton to Cook. Finds Varane. Tanaka deals with it very nicely. Very neat and tidy player at the minute. It was an own goal. Vober is cautioned. Oh dear. Changes on 60, I think. Yeah. In which we don't have the players that I thought we had. Givogi can come on in midfield. Down James off for Largy. That'll be our first run of subs. Just the two. A couple of sensible. Make sure Voba doesn't get sent off. Give Ramazani some minutes. Kind of. That's the vibe. Bogle. Solomon is never winning a header. Why are we even trying that? Because we're bad at decision making. There's a second goal in this, and I hope it's our direction. Chair. Back to field. Madsen, Heverton. Cook all the way back into Madsen. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Not what I expected. Fox. To field. Finds a through ball to Cella. Oh, narrowly wide. Narrowly wide. They took the time creating it, but they've had the first chance of the match. Bogle. To O'Reilly. Okay. Just take our time. Find the right pass. Rodon. Back to O'Reilly. All the way in. Yeah, why not? Why not? You got to do it sometimes, you know. Ampadu to Giavogi. Peru. Round the corner to Solomon. Fires it in. Peru! Oh, man. Right, we've got 3 changes we can make. I'm going to do Schmidt off for Byram for a little bit. But as a little bit more full-backy. Solomon, I'm just going to say be a straight winger for a little bit. 2 more changes. I'll keep Tanaka on because he's just been expert in there. Don't know whether I want to see Nelson Viper or Mateo. very similar players. Like Joseph's a bit quicker, but in terms of mental stuff, you go Viper. Aerial stuff, you go Viper. We'll try Nelson. And maybe make more changes further down the line if it comes to it. We've got one more change. So that's fine. 1-0 is okay, but we've got to go for a third. So I think we go positive here. Try and really take it to him. Solomon cuts it back, doesn't work out. Tanaka's left chasing. Byram. Ampadu plays it to Giavogi. Tanaka now. Ampadu. Melier to Ampadu. Tanaka to Ampadu. We're just liking having this ball, aren't we? Right, Bogle. Finds Ramazani on the outside. Not a bad ball at all into O'Reilly. Bogle to Ramazani. Have a go. We made the right choice. Oh, Nelson coming on, scoring a goal. That's what we needed. Might take Tanaka off to protect his legs. I think Curtis Jones just scored. For Aronson, why not? Who can do the box-to-box. And that, I think, should do the job for us. Let's ignore that. That was meant to come up on the other screen. Because I've been planning some balls knowledge things recently. I don't even know if he's meant that. Alright. 3 minutes to go. Byron with a free kick. Ampadu. Giavogi. Aronson. Viper. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. The finish wasn't there, but everything else was so good. Solomon. Into O'Reilly. Right, Fox pings it all the way over. It's just dealt with by Rodon very neatly, very tidily. Ampadu to Aronson. All the way in. Protecting the ball, making it safe, making it good. Rodon to Bogle. Okay, that's fine. Ping to Solomon, but it doesn't quite make it. I mean, we can get more aggressive here. Aronson. O'Reilly. Ramazani. Square it. That was filth. That was just unnecessary. I'm not going to complain. But, oh boy. That was a bit nice. 3-0. And I think we can be comfy at this. Ramazani's come on and just dropped a casual 9.3. I don't know how. Has he gotten 2 assists, maybe? But he's come on and just been player of the match. Aronson squared. Oh, I thought Viper was on the end of that. Ramazani's won man of the match. After coming on very late. How many minutes did he have? Body language and performance? No. Set pieces, like half an hour-ish, I think. It was not a full match. And he's just stomped it. Easy. He's made an argument to start over Dan James out there. And fair enough to him. Nice work. That was good. Nelson, Piru, and Solomon getting the goals. Just a good match, to be honest. No complaints. Oxford United won 4-0 somehow. Which is a bit of a weird one. Solomon in. Shit. Okay. Okay. It's going to be a heavily rotated side against Fleetwood, I think. Because we've got a very, very good team. We know this. The squad is incredible. But we're going to have to take a little bit of care. 24,000 season tickets. Whoa. Oh, don't sit that deep. Please don't sit that deep. Oh my god, are we getting Pedro Neto in? Is that the plan now? Because if so, that's incredible. Weekly staff meeting. Unfit first team players. Yeah, you're available for 21s now. I'm not going to remove Joffrey from the transfer list because he's not really going to play for us. Offer him out at 7. And offer him via transfer room and see if anyone is interested. Because I think anything that we can get out of him that's profit is good. Which I think can be quite a lot. Man City in for Bissouma. Why? Scott Carson for 85k. Jesus. Grealish to Real Madrid would be an interesting one, I think. Who else is on the move from the Premier League? There's not that much going on the transfer list, I assume. Oh, Brendan. Immediate injury crisis to absolutely everyone all at once. It's not the easiest to deal with. Let's be honest. Combine that with the fact that Voba wants to leave. Kind of want Voba to leave. Fernandez Macau isn't a Leeds target. I can confirm that straight up. A new intermediary suggestion. Martin Payero. Not that bothered. Right. If I whack you on the list for 13 million quid, if people make a move, they make a move. That's fine. And then we can just sign replacements. With relative ease, let's be honest. Right, big rotation is what it looks like is being suggested, which, fair enough, I get it. The squad is not super deep right now. Keep Melier in, obviously. Voba can stay in, Schmidt can stay in. As can Ampadu and Tanaka because they're average. Bogle out for Byram. Rodon for... Fuck it, Giovanni can play at centre-back. Matt O'Reilly is low chance of injury. We'll whack Ramazani in for Solomon. Or do we want to change things? I want a front line of Viper and Mateo and see how that works out. Neither of them are especially good pressing forwards, but one of them's going to have to be. Brendan Aronson drops out of the squad for Joe Rothwell. 21s. Who in the 21s is good? Charlie Crew. That'll do. Very few wide options on the bench. But that's okay. Is it okay? It's going to have to be okay. Submit the team. Big rotation. Can't risk anything against Fleetwood. Now let's always press sack Medley, shall we? And hope it works. Match we should be winning, make sure we do. Match preview. Kick off. And skip. Alright, Max Fuber intercepts the ball. There we go. We're starting positive. That should be fine. Fired in. Doesn't work. Come on. Come on, Lodgy. You showed what you can do in the last match. You got to do it again now. I'd rather we not play 3 matches in a week, but if we have to, and everyone else is injured, then the likes of Ramazani have to show up. And if they don't, I'm gonna be sad. Tanaka, James. Oh. So close. Yet so far. James, cut it back. Never mind. Don't do that then. Schmidt. Fouled. Peter Banks gives a free kick. That's rare. Just going to do a quick little customizy, and I'm going to do a redirect at the end of the stream. Tanaka shoots. Very close. Okay. O'Reilly, Tanaka, very nice midfield pairing. No complaints. All right, Virtue closed down. Hoyle to Medley. Medley back to Hoyle. I'm going to make both of my centre forwards do the pressing thing, actually. Just to keep that pressure up on them. O'Reilly is just beaten in the challenge. That's not very good. Tanaka to it. Fuber finds O'Reilly. Risky. All right, Giavogi to Byram. Byram down the line to Ramazani. Inside to Viper. That is just liquid. Pass that. Just square it. Just sweat it. And my camera died. I didn't notice. Well done, mate. That's not been gone for long. Because that would be bad. Okay, that should restart in a moment. There we go. Mayor to Medley. Virtue. Back to Medley. Hoyle. This press is genuinely forcing them into quick decision making, and that's quite good for us. Dan James. Just put that across. Oh, O'Reilly's shot just cannons off our own player. It's gonna start working for us. It's not yet, but it's going to. Over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly launched over to Ramazani. Byram. Oh. We don't need to have a go from there. So encourage the boys. I know that they shouldn't need encouragement because they're all over them, but if it comes to it, I've got 2 senior strikers on the bench. Nelson, please. Schmidt to O'Reilly. This is where we're desperate to sort of integrate Pedro Neto into the team, isn't it? Like, not the name you expect, but the one that you get sometimes. Ramazani to Byram. Byram. Fired down the line to Nelson Viper. O'Reilly to Mateo. Dan James. That was a sitter. That was an absolute sitter. And not only has he missed it, but he's been offside and he's missed it. Ramazani's gone for a walk. Right winger is now over on the left. Gives it to Dan James. James cuts it back to nobody. Tanaka. I was so excited for a second. You had one job and it was to not do that. Can any of you guys play in the 10? We'll do that. And we'll desperately hope it works. Virtue shoots. Nasty little deflection off the wall. Well and truly getting FM'd here. Wait, does this put James out for the next match as well? Because I don't have 3 wingers. Ramazani, come on, pick it up and just go. Or not. That's fine too. Gilavogi to O'Reilly. Back to Voba. Okay, just control it. O'Reilly to Schmidt. Through to Viper. Ramazani, please finish this. What? What can you do? There's knocking on the door and then there's this. And then there's slamming the door down. And for some reason it still doesn't open. Byram to Tanaka. Gets it to O'Reilly, who can't play the ball through. Johnston wins the corner. Fire to the far post. Melia deals with it. Very nice. I was going to say throw it fast. Not the one. Hoyle to Holgate. Johnston. Back to Holgate. Back to Johnston. We just don't have the players to keep that pressure up. Nice little challenge by Voba. But we're getting squeezed back a bit. Nice little touch by Byram. Viper finds Ramazani. Picks out Matteo. Hold it up for a second. Nice little 1-2. Ramazani beats his man. Or does he? Byram to O'Reilly. O'Reilly to Matteo. O'Reilly tries again. Schmidt cannot win that header. Ramazani picks it up. Into Schmidt. Back to Ramazani. Fires it in. Doesn't work out. Shit. Changes. Bogle on the right. Schmidt can commit to being like an attacking left back. Ramazani's been causing problems, whereas we've been getting less problem causing coming out of the rest of midfield. Aronson's injured, so we can't play him. Do that. You can be a supporting playmaker, and we will bring on Ampadu, swap these, and then you've got Tanaka playmaking as well. Matt O'Reilly might be tired, but we don't have a choice. And that leaves us 2 subs. Cool. We're still dominating possession as well. That's the thing. Right, Bogle. What you got for us? Ball to O'Reilly, back to Bogle. Ampadu. Across to shit. Broom. To Johnston. Johnston closed down by Schmidt. Nice interception by Tanaka, and we are back on the attack. Ramazani, find O'Reilly, find O'Reilly. Oh. Yeah, we'll try play for set pieces, see what that does for us. But we got 2 changes left, and we're running out of time. O'Reilly is exhausted at this point. So we'll try Pat. One change left. Maybe Rothwell for Tanaka could help as a box to box. A little bit more energy. And we gotta go attacking. Bamford to Bogle. Bogle. Come on. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Rothwell. Rothwell. Looked like he was lining a shot for a second there. Bogle. Come on. Come on. Who's on pens? Is it Pat? Piru. Yes. 1-1. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. That's yep. Yep. We're not screwed. Oh, forgot about that. We'll dunk from next stream. That feels like a fair approach because I'm about to finish after this match. Well, after we confirm Pedro Neto. Broom. Oh dear. Arthur. Shaw. On my chair. It's not happening. We've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get another goal. And we just throw everything at it at this point. Pirro, for some reason, putting in a cross to Pat. Hoyle. Dealt with by Schmidt. Vuba, it's the last chance to just bang it long. That's pain. Did not deserve to lose that match. Fans want a permanent deal struck for Matt O'Reilly. I mean, same, but also £64 million valuation. Makes it tough. Brighton loan approach for Wöber? No. About transfer, and because you're Brighton and not Everton, we'll say 12. Cool. When it comes to Everton, they can pay more, thank you. I'd kind of just want you off the books, Joffy. Bristol only want to pay 1.7, so fine. Bristol City, 1.7 million quid offered Joffy Gilhart. If they want to do the deal, they can do the fuck. Right, no Pedro Neto. That's Christmas cancelled. I'll tell the children. Hello, Wayne. We have, yes. Purely because he didn't want to be here anymore. So only seemed right. I'll get to just before the Sheffield Wednesday match before calling you, by the way. Wolves make a loan approach for her, but no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You pay 12 million for him. You pay 12 million or you don't get him. There we go. Kevison is signing for Leeds. Fandabidozi. New left back. Love to see it. Who I think could be quite good. Shea Charles. He's one of those annoying good players, isn't he? Player search, right, on the loan list. Who else is on the loan list that might want to go? I can't believe we've lost interest in players that want to join us on loan because we lost to Fleetwood in the Carabao Cup. No, I absolutely can believe that, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, that's very, very believable. Ah, so annoying. Livid. We're going to need to get ourselves another centre-back, though. Don't know who. But we'll find one. Find me a centre-back that might have some interest in a move. Courtney House wouldn't be bad. Cedric Kipre, Ahmed Odzic. Perpic. He's not perfect right now, but he's got a lot of potential. Varane. That Varane is very expensive and also on the brink of retirement, I think. Yeah, he's retired in game. We'll try Perpic. Obviously, he's not a first-team starting sort of level player, but he's interesting, I think. Also, I need to rework the budgets so they're not very, very confused. Trophy offer. Yep, there you go. Cool. You can have him. Carl does well in under 21 straw. That's fine. I'm not too bothered either way. Perpetual offer accepted. Start negotiations. Breakthrough prospect. Absolutely. Negotiate contract. Oh, he doesn't want much money at all, does he? 3 years on the contract. Never mind, he only wants 2. Fine. We'll behave. We'll play nice. And I believe in a moment that is the start of the Sheffield Wednesday game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that. I am going to end the stream there. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, pop a like on it. Subscribe if you're not yet. Become a channel member if you're not yet either. That's always great fun, and you get a bunch of stuff early and everything. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you later. Also, I've set up a redirect to Joe Wainman's stream. So if you hop on over, just shout Joe B raid or something along those lines. It'd be absolutely lovely. Just because it shows how the gang's all together and all that shebang. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you shortly. Toodaloo.